Respected Principal Sir, respected teachers and fellow students, good morning to all. Today, I will be briefly speaking about the role of freedom fighters in independence movement of India. Our freedom fighters first realized the need for freedom in 1857 when the Indian soldiers of British Army staged an armed mutiny famously called the Gada movement of 1857. We can easily recall scenes of historical movie called Mangal Pandey. Rani Lakshmi Bai also fought with English army during this revolution. The first nationalistic revolutionary movement started from Bengal, as at that time Calcutta was the capital of India and next in line were the Marathas. In 1885, Indian National Congress was founded by Sir A.O. Hume and other prominent moderate leaders who wanted right to appear for Indian civil services exams for British India as well as a few more rights mostly economical in nature for Indians. The famous trio called Lal Bal Pal, Lala Lajpat Rai, Bal Gangadhar Tilak and Bipin Chandra Pal advocated for Swadeshi movement and boycott of imported items in 1907. In 1920s, the struggle for self-rule was characterized by entry of Mohandas Karamchand Gandhi, popularly known as father of our nation Mahatma Gandhi, with policies of non-violence, civil disobedience, and several other campaigns. Poets and writers such as Vinayak Damodar Savarkar, Subramania Bharti, Rabindranath Tagore, Bankim Chandra Chattopadhyay, and Qazi Nazrul also used their literature and poetry to influence the freedom struggle later in 1930s. Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru also joined Gandhiji and like all others went to jail several times. Other nationalists like Subhash Chandra Bose, Bhagat Singh, Chandrasekhar Azad, Sukhdev, Surya Sen, and Bhaga Jatin preached armed revolution to achieve the self-rule. The role of women was no less in freedom struggle. Feminists like Sarojini Naidu and Aruna Asaf Ali influenced the women participation in freedom movement. In 1942, Gandhiji started Quit India movement and at the same time Subhash Chandra Bose led the Indian National Army movement with the help of Japan. At last, the British freed India through the Indian Independence Act 1947, 15 August 1947 to be precise, and we adopted democracy by enacting the Constitution of India on 26 January 1950. I would like to conclude now. Although we achieved the political freedom in 1947, there are many problems such as illiteracy, poverty, social inequality, etc., which are still prevalent in India, and we now need to fight from freedom from those evils. Thank you for your patience listening. Jai Bharat.